There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold cause someone's always peeping by the fence. But still crime much came and give TNT confidence. I had a dream in the dark, I had a dream in the spring. I had a dream like Martin Luther King. Take me friendly on the phone so you can call us. We ain't gonna call you back. Say they don't know if you call us. Say what you gonna do now. We all coming true now. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna hunt you down. We gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. Go crime much if you really.
Hi, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is I.A.N, this is Crime Watch, and we are back top of the evening to you. All those of you who are locked on the line, a special good evening to you. Well, what can I tell you? So many things happening today. So many things happening today. So many things happening today. You know, I want to say a special good evening to all those who are, who are on my fan page. Yeah, all those of you who look at Crime Watch on Facebook. Now, let me tell you what's going on. A lot of you have been sending me friend requests on Facebook. You need to go to I.A.N, Alleyne, Network, I.A.N Alleyne fan page. I have a fan page. It's over 400,000 people. So followers. It's bigger than any network in Trinidad and Tobago. And what you need to do is make sure and like the page so we can go live. You can go, when we go live, you know we live. When we have breaking news, you know we have breaking news. Okay? Also, those of you who are on my Instagram, keep liking, keep following me on Instagram. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the murder toll is 27, as you can see. All right? 27, as you can see. Why am I getting a funny background like this? Yeah, check that. Why am I getting a funny background? Like a funny color to the back of me. I'm not using a green screen. Eddie, what's that? All right. Anyhow, I don't know. Maybe I'm seeing something that. Ladies and gentlemen, a 17-year-old boy was shot and killed earlier this afternoon at Tobago Road in Enterprise. He has been identified as 17-year-old Daniel DEMBER, a.k.a. SANDMAN. He was conducting sales at a parlor at 30 Tobago Road Extension when a man in a dark-colored clothing armed with a rifle entered the parlor and shot the teenager several times about the body. The gunman escaped in a waiting Nissan B15. So, ladies and gentlemen, a man was shot in Tobago Road Enterprise. Open up the lines, as you can see the video there. Come out. High caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Go ahead. So ladies and gentlemen, again, in fact, this is the area here. We just had a little technical glitch. Nevertheless, you know, the live show, the live thing, I kind of running off set, trying to get more information, going back, my phone ringing. So I'm just showing you this scene. Hi, caller, good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. Well, as you can see, this is amateur footage, huh? Again, this is the area where it happened in Tobago Road. Police are currently on the scene. Sergeant Alleyne and his team and everybody down there. I don't know if that's Phillips. The body was behind the parlor, yeah? Behind. Open up the lines. Let me take some calls. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. 6714062. Take the audio down in your setter. Hi, caller. Good evening. You're live on Crime Watch. So, ladies and gentlemen, just to let you all know, a 17-year-old boy was shot and killed earlier this afternoon at Tobago Road in Enterprise. And let me take you to another case again. A man pretending to be a patient. Here now, this is the worst. Like something is going on with doctors, boy. Something is going on. You know, I found it very distasteful, and I said it, yeah? I said it yesterday. I don't think that you already got you already understand what I said. I don't care where they went, what the two doctors did, what they went to buy, and everybody going with this story, with some weird story, but at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, one doctor is dead, another is critical. That was the doctor that when their cart overturned and they were placed in a vehicle and whatnot. And at the end of the day, you ask yourself, and everybody is trying to get all these stories like, how you can tell me about the people wrong to go there? It's not a matter of people wrong to go anywhere. Who give you the right to bundle people and can't take them somewhere and do what they have to do? Who give you the right? Who give you the right to abduct these people and them? Who give you the right? And everybody talking about all kind of story. But who give these fellas the right to do these three no good? Thank God one died. Well, one in police custody. One might never walk. God don't sleep. He might wear pajamas, but he doesn't sleep. God don't sleep, you know. And now you have, ladies and gentlemen, where a man pretending to be a patient, and it's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. I have shown you videos in here where people in pharmacies, people in offices and whatnot, early morning, and that is why some of these receptionists, and I tell you this, there are a lot of receptionists that look at this show on their phones and whatnot, and you might have your daughter might be a receptionist, and she might be the first one to open the office. She might be the first one to open the business space, waiting for everybody to come in. And you might let a customer come in, he pretending to like he want to buy a phone, he come to see the doctor, he come to get a test, he come to get this, he come to get that, and next time he report a gun and give something and give that. So that is why I tell the employer, I'm not opening no place until there are other people in here. Yeah, because when you there, he go get somebody else. Big man thing. You'll find another work come here. I'm telling you. You telling me, ladies and gentlemen, in fact, we just sent a camera crew there. A man pretending to be a patient stabbed the doctor at his office in SANDMAN. Dr. KRIS SOOKDEO was at his office on Eastern Main Road around 11:30 a.m. A man walked asking about an issue while being attended to in the waiting room. He was seen interfering with the handbags belonging to two female employees. When the doctor and employees confronted the man, he turned violent and stabbed the doctor in the rib cage on the left side of his chest. The man broke the glass to the entry door and fled. In fact, in a little while, you are going to see a little shot of that, because we have a little shot of the clipper. We have a little shot where they, not the actual event, but the area and whatnot. So we just dispatch a crew, and they are back on their way. I believe they are in the building somewhere in the editing department, and we should have that. In fact, Mr. Ramjas is saying that it should be up and running in a couple minutes. So, ladies and gentlemen, another Sad news with another doctor again. This time, one stab. This individual here, this doctor was stabbed. Today, he's been identified as Dr. KRIS SOOKDEO. You know, the last person, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll come back to that. The last doctor who was robbed at his office, that took place on the 29th of November. 62-year-old Ronald Budhuram, a medical doctor, wrestled two armed bandits who attacked him at his office in Naparima, Mayaro. Remember the doctor who wrestled the bandits? What, you remember this? You remember this? That was the last man, but he wasn't stabbed, but he fought for his life, boy. What you fellas inside? I'll just show you, watch. And so that's why you need to be careful. And I remember on Thursday the 16th, I just try to put it together, in 2018, you remember when Dr. Sinan Lachman was shot and killed at the Sandy Grande office when gunman went into his office and shot him once in the head before escaping? You remember this? This took place on the 16th of August 2018. Amateur footage also with this. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm just letting you all know exactly what went on with doctors. So today, Dr. KRIS SOOKDEO was stabbed at his office. This is the doctor here. Sorry, wrong photograph. So ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take a fast break. When we come back, we'll continue.
We shopping at MS Superstore. So come on down, we blow your mind for sure. The only way you know is if you go and shop inside.
For amazing prices guaranteed, make your way to MS Food City. Great service with a smile, you can get it there. MS Food City. For convenient shopping at its best.
Visit Adams Optical at RRM Plaza, High Street, San Fernando. We offer free eye exams, free frames, 3-month payment plan, interest-free. Contact us at 298-2133 or 270-2993 for appointments. Walk-ins welcome.
Resurgence featuring the Monk, Machel Montano, Skinny Fabulous, Nadia Batson, Nyla Blackman, and the All-Stars, Delina Dan, Point Fortin Engine Room, along with the hitman Howie T, Kabuki, Dwayne, and Beats by Robin. Get your tickets at all LCB Cache and Extra Foods nationwide.
The Hanuman Astrology Center presents Master Ramakrishna, specializes in past, present and future through palm and face reading, numerology and horoscope, expert in removal of all black magic, any problems cleared within days. Call or WhatsApp for appointments or visit us. Nobody can break my work.
Here's what to do. You've got to flu responsibly, baby. Sneezing, coughing, got to block it. Dirty hands, you got to wash them. Panadol, you got to pop it. Nothing works faster.
Want to know a secret? The treasure chest of beauty has been found. Polish Me Pretty Beauty Boutique have all you need to primp, party and pose. We offer all salon services, manis, pedis, waxing, massages, facials and much more. Located at Endeavour Road. Call us or check us out on social media to discover our selection. Chic lives at Polish Me Pretty and chic goes home with you.
Our passion at Brandtech. Visit us today at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montreal, Chaguanas, or contact us at 672-8575.
I used to be 210 pounds. I tried so many diets and none of them worked. Eventually I came across this Maximum Slim. I started taking it and the challenging part that I was facing before, it was gone. As soon as I started taking it, it was a cup of coffee in the morning before I had anything else to eat. It helped so much with the hunger. It also gave me energy and I lost weight so quick. It was unbelievable.
Head down to Ram Styles Curry for the best in local Indian cuisine. Enjoy both meat and veggie option. Our signature steaming roti keeps you coming back for more. Call for order and pick up or visit us at Extra Food Plaza or Mira Road, Arima.
Trillium International School, located at Hackham Juman Street, Chaguanas, offers programs approved by the Ontario Ministry of Education for elementary and secondary students. Certified teachers from Trinidad and Canada. Call or visit to enroll now.
Hey, Daddy!
When pain feels this tough, choose Panadol Ultra. Fights 5 types of tough pain, including migraine headache. Panadol Ultra. When pain is gone, life takes its place.
Flame Express Grill for tasty barbecue and grill meals, juicy burgers, pasta, appetizers, and much more. All meats halal. Visit us at any one of our locations: Arima, St. Augustine, and Chaguanas. Flame Express Grill, fresh off the grill.
When doing construction or putting up a steel structure, check Screwtex Limited for all your A325 and A490 structural bolts and anchor bolt with mill certificates on hand for all completion. Screwtex Limited, as the name suggests, are wholesalers of screws, bolts, nuts, and other fastener products for all your industrial and commercial use. Located at number 792 Papri Road, Lower Barrackpore. For more information, call 654-5205 or 290-7733. Screwtex Limited, the leading screw company in the Caribbean.
Looking for the highest quality foreign used and new cars on the market? Then Orbit Motors is the only choice. There's no waiting. We stock the widest range of vehicles. Make purchasing your next vehicle easy with 100% financing and installments as $1,250 monthly. Check us out at one of our 2 locations, Gulfview, Laramie, or Southern Main Road, Edinburgh Village, Chaguanas.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Again, ladies and gentlemen, you need to understand. Yeah, you need to understand what exactly is happening. I mean, we have a little, you know, but don't beat up. Eddie, what's causing this? I look like I'm on fire. Well, maybe I'm really on fire, but, you know. Great. So, again, a decomposing body with a head severed was found in a forested area in Santa Flora on Saturday night. On Saturday night, has been identified as 42-year-old Vincent Pancho, a.k.a. Boozy, of Saparia. He has been, in fact, had been identified as the man whose headless body was found in Santa Flora. Remember yesterday we spoke to his father and whatnot. If you have any information, get in contact with me. Also, one gunman was shot and another taken into police custody in St. Margaret's on Tuesday. 2 security guards attached to G4 security were on duty at TCL compound, Southern Main Road, Clarkson Bay on Tuesday, the 21st of January. Around 12:30 a.m., one of the guards observed two men walking along the catwalk jetty and called out to them. The suspect's 27-year-old Brandon David of Gibbs Trace, Clarkson Bay, was seen with a firearm. Feared for his life, the guard drew his service pistol and fired a shot, hitting David in the buttocks. A search was conducted for the second man, who was identified as 33-year-old Kemian Kato of 5th Street Extension, Prance Garden, Clarkson Bay. He was found hiding in a pump room. Where are you hiding for? You're going to rob people and you're hiding? Look at it. You're going to rob people and you're hiding? You fix the wire. So ladies and gentlemen, you saw the guy there. Also, you know, really, really sad, yeah? Really, really sad. And, you know, you hear people might say you're mad. People with mental issues, they're mad. A woman jumped from Monctop Hospital, the adult section today, from the women's hospital, scaled up the rails to the top and jumped head first, yeah? I believe she's critical. And, you know, you ask yourself, what exactly went on? What exactly went on? This is just a shot to the area, the women's hospital and whatnot. Really, really sad. You know, I'll tell you this, yeah? You never know. You never know what people are going through mentally. And people might be happy and, you know, but you never know, and it's not a laughing matter. People could really get depressed, and I always go back to when I went through my challenges in 2016, and, you know, as I say, from hero to zero. And here now, I tell you this, if I didn't have God in my thoughts, I think maybe I would have been hanging from a rafter or something like that. Yeah. Believe it, believe it. I tell you this today, believe it. You know why? When you go through things, your brain can take a certain amount of pressure. As I was telling somebody today, a good friend of mine, she and I was talking, and I was telling her, I said, you know what? I said, girl, yeah, what's going on? If whatever I went through, if I really didn't know myself, it's at the time I sat down on the couch and I started to see the whole ceiling just spinning, you know, like I think that I was in a different world, a different zone. And here now you could really trip, you could really, when you go through things and challenges and whatnot, and somebody might say, nah, he's strong. But now out of it, I can thank God because I'm bigger, I'm better, what can I say? It's not the best I've been, but I have left that level, and I've gone to a greater level, career-wise and everything. I've just elevated in my entire life. Like, if I were in 2016 in my career like this, I think in 2020, I think I off the ceiling already. And that is why you must have purpose, you must have vision, and you must be strong because your mind can play tricks with you, so you need to be careful. So ladies and gentlemen, you know, and also a young girl, apparently she ingested some substance, and she died yesterday. I believe I have a photograph of her. Yeah, she died yesterday. Yes, I believe yesterday. We don't know. I don't know the circumstances. But it's really sad. We don't know the circumstances. I don't know. You don't know the depression. You don't know what people go through. You don't know. You never know. And it's just unfortunate. Also, ladies and gentlemen, the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service launched a new unit tasked with handling cases of gender-based violence and domestic violence in this country. The newly formed Gender-Based Violence Unit, GBVU, will focus heavily on domestic violence cases and breaches of restraining order In addition to victims making report to the unit, members of the public with information on domestic abuse can also bring that information to the police so they can act on it. And before we go with that interview, we have seen in the past, and police are already dealing with criminals in the area, gunmen, gangs, shots fired, car stealing. And sometimes, when you go to these homes to arrest maybe a husband, and maybe he broke a protection order that his wife took out and beat her up, by the time you put the handcuff on him, she on the ground bawling, oh God, let go him, I just wanted to talk. Let go him, I just wanted to talk. It's not talking again. And when you leave them, the next time you might come back and see her dead. I can go back to cases like that. The first woman body I ever examined, many years ago, the woman down South Boy, same protection order thing. That was the first case I did, showing the chop wounds and thing over her neck. Can't remember her name. And same protection order. So I am very happy that the Commissioner of Police have decided to have a unit to deal with. Now, if you have information with respect to domestic violence, and you can also pass it on, we'll pass it on to Gary. But at the end of the day, they have launched a new unit. And today, this is what he had to say with respect to the new unit.
On behalf of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, this unit should have been established a very long time ago. We have also made mistakes in the past. What we intend to do is to learn from our mistakes. And I get a number of reports from women who would state that they were not treated as good as they should have been when they go to the police stations. There was one I got just today where she went to a police station after being spoken to by 3 officers. They took the statement, and then he said, "All it together so long, all it try and work it out."
I want to say this, in my tenure of being a victim, I remember living in Tunapuna and getting the first cuff in this mouth and the bottom lip hanging, bleeding, and this eye lean this way. And every time I speak about it, I get emotional, even though healing is still in the process. I remember running to the Tunapuna police station, a carnival, so every carnival Tuesday is very important to me. He knocking the door and I not opening and push his hand through, mash up the TV, and when I did come out, bust up my face, keeping it real, because we got to keep it real. And that licks went on for several years. Why did I not leave? That's another story for another day. I remember going to the Tunapuna police station and receiving the assistance that I needed. But I want to zero in on the community police, because that's where my help came from.
Wow. You know, I'll tell you this, huh? It really, that domestic violence is a real serious, it's a real psycho man out here. Real psycho man. I have seen cases, women get beat up and all kind of thing. Real kind of psycho man. You know, as you say, you can't handle the lock-off now, the lock-off thing, and take a rest. You want to go and get a gun, you want to go and get a cutlass. And do you know, now, we don't want to give these cases are before the court, so you don't want to give it a pre-trial publicity. But nevertheless, I'm taking it from a public domain that, let me take it to, with respect to I.A.N, Chuni Singh, this incident, 3 women have been murdered in domestic violence for 2020 so far. Yeah? If you go back to 31-year-old I.A.N Chuni Singh, her brother 36-year-old Damian Chuni Singh, and their uncle Randy Chuni Singh. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, domestic violence. Also on Monday, the 6th of January, Giselle Philip Fanelia, the preschool principal, right in Port of Spain, and look, right in Port of Spain, right in Port of Spain. Right in Port of Spain. And look, I can take you back to January, in fact, January the 9th, 28-year-old Gabriela Dubari shot and killed at Avocado Village. Remember that? The incident took place around 11:30 a.m. Jadu, yeah? Police on the scene. So it just goes to show, yeah? It just goes to show that domestic violence is real. And 2 units, I think that they should pay special attention to: domestic violence and the Children's Authority. I don't think that enough attention is being placed on children in this country. There are people exploit children, people who beat up children, cuff them up in their head, beat them like dog. I see, you remember the video where the man was beating the little girl and say, "Where you eating? Where you eating?" No. I don't even beat my dogs, and I have nice dogs, like husky, and what again? I can't even remember. An American bulldog and a nice pompek, and I wouldn't even beat them. And imagine sometimes that, boy, I'll go home and see that these dogs don't have food, and I look in. I can't food for them home and thing. And I wouldn't even give my... And I don't believe in collecting bone from no restaurant to carry home for no dog. I don't believe in that. People bite up bone and carry it for dog. No. And dog coming and licking me with them people juta thing. I funny. Just how I funny. My dog's funny. And it just goes to show that even with children, that people need, we really need to protect our nation's children. And enough is not being done. So children that are watching right now, I know a lot of kids are locked onto this show. And let me tell you something. Anybody bathing you and touching you here and touching you there, call the police or call I.A.N. Alleyne. Read my lips. Anybody doing that, anybody coughing you up in your head and beating you merciless, call the police or call I.A.N. Alleyne. Yeah, I'm telling you. There are people doing that. There are people beating children real bad. Stepfathers beating children. Not all stepfathers bad, you know, but there are stepfathers who beat. Boy, real mad scene out here with children. Big people die their business because you are your man and die you and your man business and them. But little children, they don't know how to defend them, you know. Sometimes the mother watching and she can't do it because she could get licks and all too. So we need to go after these people and them who beating. I thought mother beating up children in mall and all kind of thing. Boy, that should be my child. Yeah. Let's take a fast break.
Ready to step into your new home? Located in the heart of Chaguanas, multiple baths, bedrooms, living and dining areas, all the amenities to make a house your home. Call for more information. Organified superfood blends are now available. Organified green juice reduces stress, increases immunity, and detoxifies your body. Organified red is loaded with beets, cranberries, and more to boost natural energy, fight effects of aging, and burn fat. Feel refreshed and relaxed with Organified gold, blended with turmeric and other superfoods to aid in getting rid of inflammation. Contact Radiant Health and Fitness Limited, the sole distributor of Organifi in TNT today.
Neil Cool, good day. Grandpa, you that now, you feeling hot. Neil Cool is the #1 provider for top brand units such as Delta, Daikin, Comfy, and Lennox. Units starting as low as $2,250 installed. Plus, you're getting 5 years warranty. With their highly trained staff, they can handle any residential or commercial installation. So get cool, stay cool with Neil Cool.
Arangwa's Alignment Center specializes in computerized alignment and balancing, tire sales and service, new and foreign used tires, repairs on all sizes. We do diagnostic scan for all makes of vehicles, oil and filter change. Located at Rambuju Street, Arangwa's. Call 675-6713 or 751-4346.
At Brantec. Visit us today at number 10 Londonville Main Road, Montrose, Chaguanas, or contact us at 672-8575.
Tantalize your taste buds with a trip to Greater WAP. We serve a variety of meals that cater to all cravings, satisfy both your wallet and appetite. Located in Plaza America, Lower High Street, San Fernando. Looking for a staycation? Come into the new Double Palm Inn, located at LP37 Manzanilla Road, Mayaro. It's a perfect family getaway with great security, safe parking, and close to popular beaches. Call for reservations today.
So, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Also, a video circulating on social media, and you know, yesterday I ran this video. It took place in Curep. Yeah, Curep. Look at the video. Close the door. Close the door. So, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to show you again. Now, we got a different angle. Huh? All right, we got a different angle, and it's something that I just want to show to you. Look at the different angle. Now, that's not the different angle. Just to let you know, ladies and gentlemen, it is so sad. And you know, that guy was speeding. Huh? In fact, look him coming out of the vehicle. Come back to me. Really, really sad. I'm trying to get in contact with his daughter. This is the photograph of him here. Just to let you all know, ladies and gentlemen, the ID card, no, sorry, that's not the photographer. Kamal Miraj, just to let you know, he passed away. 76 years old. And it's a situation. We're still trying to call his daughter. Do we have her on the phone? Hi, Mom.
Alleyne.
Well, first of all, accept my sympathy.
Thank you.
I am looking at the video here. This is the video here that we are looking at. I know this must be very hard for you, but I realized that the vehicle that the guy was driving, look at the speed he's coming down. We got a different angle.
Yes, this is the one we'll show you where he was speeding.
But I heard your father went through hell at Monctop also.
Right. When we arrived at the hospital, they had us waiting for almost 1 hour and 15 minutes to be attended to. And everyone was just walking up and down. and no one was saying anything. And this man was alive. He was speaking to me non-stop and telling me, please, let me sit up. Loosen this, let them take care of me. And no one was taking us on. We were there for like an hour and 15 minutes. And this was an emergency patient. Yeah, he's 76 years old. Because of the impact, the man's spine was shattered. His back was broken.
Oh my God.
Rib cage broken. He had injuries to his head and his entire body, rendering him paralyzed. He had a lot of internal bleeding. That is to tell you the
if I go back to the video,
accelerating, the driver was coming down.
Who is this guy? I saw
Main road.
the southern main road, but I'm looking at the speed of the vehicles and them. But I mean, look at the speed this guy is coming on with. And he's coming out of the car.
That is school zone. There's blinking lights, there are amber lights. It's a school zone.
Okay. Was he drinking? The driver was it? I mean, you heard anything? A breathalyzer test was ever done on him?
I have no idea. No one is telling us anything, so we have no idea. But all I know, they impounded the vehicle at the St. Joseph police station. But right around there, there's amber lights, blinking lights. There's a school zone, and I want to believe the speed limit is 30 to 40 miles an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I would like you know, accept my sympathy. When is your father's funeral?
On Thursday at 9 in Kirep at the home.
And where he worked previously?
Ministry of Agriculture.
So he's what area? What section?
Port of Spain, Botanic Gardens.
Botanic Gardens, or former Botanical Gardens worker?
Yes.
Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, just put up the picture. And again, can you tell me the day of the funeral?
Sure, I will.
It's on what day? Thursday, day?
On Thursday, I can't recall right now, but the whole family is so devastated right now. It's on Thursday at 9 a.m.
Could you tell us where?
In Kirep.
At the church?
Valsain Gardens, Kirep, to the Caroni Banks.
Accept our sympathy, ma'am, and keep me posted because I know who you are. So, if you have any information, how was the police treating this matter?
No one is saying too much. No one is saying anything. I just came from the police station to find out if I can get a copy of his phone record. And if they did a breathalyzer, no one was there to help me.
I have a video with the guy coming out of the vehicle. We have that video?
Yes, you do. You have that video.
Hold on, I have a video with the guy coming out of the vehicle.
You also have one with a different angle.
I just wanted to see it.
All right.
Hold a second, okay. Here he's coming out of the vehicle. I saw he came out with his phone.
He never walked to the victim to see if it was a dog or a cat or what he bounced. He was still on his phone.
So he just walked out, he walked out of the van and walked to the back of the van?
Yeah, he was still on his phone.
So this is the guy here?
Yeah, look, he's still on his phone. He told whoever it was to hold on apparently, and he's still on his phone.
Well, ma'am, we're going to try our best to see what, in fact, this is the guy again. So he walked to the back of the van?
Yeah, and he continued his conversation. He never even walked the direction of the victim immediately.
I look you on the phone. What the jail is this boy?
Yeah, he's carrying on his conversation with whom he was with before. This is why we are trying to get records of his phone conversation around that time that it happened.
Any information? In fact, you will see, as of this moment, things will turn around.
I'll keep you posted, I.A.N.
Thanks again. Let's take a fast break.
Okay.
When doing construction or putting up a steel structure, check Screwtex Limited for all your A325 and A490 structural bolts and anchor bolt with mill certificates on hand for all completion. Screwtex Limited, as the name suggests, are wholesalers of screws, bolts, nuts, and other fastener products for all your industrial and commercial use. Located at number 792 Papri Road, Lower Barrackpore. For more information, call 654-5205 or 290-7733. Screwtex Limited, the leading screw company in the Caribbean.
If you're building or renovating, make RMA Hardware your first, last and only stop. We have all types of blocks for a steady finish. We've got you covered with our plain and painted roofing galvanized sheets, I-beams and CNC purlins. Our BRC can be beaten on price or quality. We have decking sheets, TCL cement and much more, all at affordable prices. So come into our two locations, Derrick Road, Chase Village or Eastern Main Road in Aruka. Call us at 665-9526 or 672-8557.
KRIS Limited, the Caribbean's largest manufacturers of plain and printed paper bags, leaders in plastic bags, vermicelli, split piece powder and greaseproof paper, ideal for doubles, french fries and sandwiches. Supplying stores nationwide. For quality products, trust KRIS Limited, 665-3336.
This Christmas, there's no need to bake at home. Let Bakery Treats do all your baking. Come in for a wide variety of fruitcakes, Christmas cupcakes, Christmas tree cookies, pone, sweetbread, Christmas candy, brownies, pastels, and so much more. So remember, you don't have to bake at home. Bakery Treats, we are your Christmas bakery.
When next you're traveling abroad or visiting Trinidad, check out Piaco Airport Souvenirs, Indigenous Fantasy for all your souvenirs from printed t-shirt, local dolls, ceramics and lots more. For more information, call telephone 669-0592 or 669-0325. Your one-stop shop for all your souvenirs.
Ready to step into your new home? Located in the heart of Chaguanas, multiple baths, bedrooms, living and dining areas, all the amenities to make a house your home. Call for more information.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. You know, so far in this country, 9 people have lost their lives in a road traffic accident for the year. The last person to get knocked down like that was a 12-year-old boy, Jonathan Wallace, was knocked down and injured after he ran across the road in front of a maxi taxi. You remember that video? I was the last person to get knocked. Watch, last person. Like a photograph of Jonathan Wallace here. Well, I guess he survived. You know, he had some little head injury, major head injuries and whatnot, but he's okay. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a penal man who claimed he was kidnapped last Wednesday appeared before a Rio Claro magistrate court charged with wasteful employment of police time by making a false report. That is very good. 24-year-old Shane Ramjatan, a driver of Julian Branch Trace, Rochelle Road Penal, was charged with the offense on Monday, 20th of January 2020 by PC Khan of Barrackpore Police Station. He was given a fine of $600 to be paid in 1 week, or he will serve months with hard labor. Remember when his mother was crying? Ramjatan had been reported missing to the penal police station by his family on Thursday the 16th. Last Saturday, he visited the police and was told that he had been kidnapped from the penal district on Wednesday the 15th. He visited the police station. Remember when his mother was crying and whatnot?
Since Wednesday night. I call him.
But you know, I'll tell you something, huh? Well, you know what going on there with them down in the south, nah? Last time that happened, you might remember when that Kunti Deo Pasad, who claimed she was abducted on March 20, 2018 in Princestown, and gave an incredible story of being abducted and a daring escape from her abductors. You remember that? Remember Kunti? You remember that? You Kunti, you hear Kunti? Show it. You have the video there, the little video when the husband was on the phone at Popsy? Go ahead.
But yesterday...
You're calling that phone since... Right. I have Popsy husband on the phone. Sir, how are you? What's his name, Turkey? Is she now? Remember Kunti? Yeah, let me talk to her, let me talk to her.
Hello.
Hey, how you going, girl?
I'm going good.
How you going, how you going?
I'm going good.
So, let me hear who kidnapped you, girl. And your husband and your daughter was here. Popsy, who kidnapped you?
I don't know.
So, wait, let me ask you something. What did the kidnapping took place? The abduction took place. Sorry, the abduction.
Princess Town.
What really went on, Popsy?
I went clinic. I went clinic. I had clinic appointment that day. And from there, I finished and I walked along my Market Street. And over there they picked me up.
Okay, who grabbed you?
It had 4 of them and it had other person with me too, but I don't know who is she. But I don't know if she...
And where they took your Popsy?
Yes.
And where they carry you?
What they tell me?
Yeah.
Well, they really didn't talking or nothing or anything, but the eyes and thing was always burned up and things.
Oh, your eyes was burned up?
Yeah, and the place and thing was dark. You couldn't see anything.
So, and they had you in a room or something?
Yeah.
And you alone or you and the next lady?
Me and the other one.
And how many fellas it had?
4 of them.
And how you managed to escape?
Well, I don't know where they went. And she had a hair clip, them black ones. And she picked up on the lock and I said, I'm not waiting. I said, I'm not waiting. And I just pick up myself and I said, well, I could have reached from where they was to reach in the town.
So wait, when you escaped, where did you come out on the road?
There was...
Well, this place is the greatest. I remember when she said she get Chinese food and all kind of thing. I was just kind of, but that was the last one. I remember Kunti. And now he had this coconut boy and all. He said he get kidnapped. But 600, no, because you're wasting police time. You're getting all the seniors involved in South. Mohammed, all of them, everybody involved, everybody head hot, anti-kidnapping squad. You're making police come down by the bush. They're watching, they see a van, all kind of bacchanal thing. No, that's craziness. Hey, remember the 12-year-old boy that got knocked down in December in La Hoqueta? I have his mother on the phone. Hi.
Good night, Miss Alleyne.
How your son doing, Gil?
Well, he's not 100%, but thanks be to God, he's much better than how he was.
But he's not fighting up and anger and whatnot?
No, we have him on medication, but I have to watch him because we're trying to wean him off the medication in order for him to at least try to go back to school.
Yeah.
But I still with him on this medication, and I'm still home with him because the doctor has not okayed him to go back out to school as yet.
Wow. All right, so well, I'm glad to know that you're okay, and I'll give you a call after the studio. Thanks again. Also, ladies and gentlemen, but just to keep you, someone else asked me, how is the young man doing? So you heard, and it's a single mother, and people said they're going to pay the rent, they're going to do this. Not one come up and say, well, here, do something for the lady. Everybody say, yeah, we got give. It was Christmas time, so everybody say, we got give. And you all you come? I want to tell you, my good friend Damian Ling tell me something. You see Damian Ling? He say, A for apple, B for bat, and see about yourself, you know. You know, but just see about you, you know. Yeah? Hey, I'm looking for this fella. He driving a kind of reddish Tida. Tell me if I know this fella really fast. Let me mash him up one time out. Tell me where I can find this fella. Watch this video. Look at this car, yeah? Look at this car. Tell me where we could find this car. This red Tida. It's like a hatchback. Central. Somewhere in Calcutta it happened. All right? This red Tida. And this is the driver of the Tida. The guy in the blue shirt. The guy in the blue shirt. All right? The guy in the blue shirt. Look at him. Right. This is the guy here. Tell me where we could find him. There's a little video with him. All right? Tell me where we could find this guy. Watch this here. Watch this. He'll come in. Tell me where. Tell me who is this guy and where we could find him. Tell me where I could find this guy. Tell me where I could find this guy. Watch and watch him well. Look a good photograph of him here. Tell me where we could find him. I need to locate that guy. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a senior police officer was arrested for traffic offenses in Arima on Monday afternoon. Senior Superintendent attached to Interagency Task Force in Arima was questioned by officers in Arima Municipal Police at around 2 p.m. in relation to an unmarked police vehicle he was driving at the time. Police said he was unable to present insurance document at the time and was detained and questioned. Investigators from the Professional Standard Bureau were called in. However, he was released on Monday night pending further investigation. Also, a 24-year-old man from Belmont appeared before a police magistrate on Monday charged with the murders of 2 and shooting with intent against a female victim, which occurred on December 3, 2017. Anthony Moore, a.k.a. Chico, a hospital attendant of St. Francois Valley Road, Belmont, was also charged with possession of a firearm and possession of ammunition. 25-year-old Mukhtar Ali, a.k.a. Tabu, and 29-year-old Jamal Modest, both of Belmont, were in the company of a female friend at Modest's home when they were shot at by an armed assailant. Ali died on the scene, while Modest and the female victim were taken to the hospital for treatment. Also, Special Reserve Police Officer Christine Dewa was incarcerated at the woman's prison last evening after she was unable to post a $1.5 million bail. WPC Christine Dewa was granted bail after appearing in Point Fortin Magistrate on 3 charges stemming from the disappearance of a firearm and ammunition from the Cedros police station last year. Dewa was last assigned to the station, has been charged with larceny of a government firearm and ammunition. The other charges of misbehavior in public office alleged as a serving member of the police service. Also, ladies and gentlemen, a school fight at Faizabad Composite has made wrongs on social media over the weekend. It is alleged that the incident took place on Friday. Terrible, yeah, real madness. Look at this, craziness. Come back to me. And that is why every day we recommend, take your children, some of these public schools, just waste some time, go to Trillium International School. You see them advertising with us. Go through back the yard and get that Trillium ad or put up Trillium numbers on the screen. All right? Also, ladies and gentlemen, the Ministry of Health has confirmed that 39 people have died as a result of the H1N1. Also, we have a missing person alert. Chelsea Jagru was last seen in the Arangwes area. If anybody has information with respect to Chelsea Jagru, get in contact with us. This is a photograph of Chelsea Jagru. Also, Shanice Sudama. There's a young girl by name of, a 16-year-old girl by name of Shanice Sudama who has gone missing. I tell the girl go home, and the last night I tell she go home. Also, ladies and gentlemen, if you go back to our first story where the doctor, Dr. KRIS SOOKDEO, that was stabbed at his office. This is the photograph of the doctor. He was stabbed earlier on during the course of the day. This is a shot of his office outside. This is the video. In fact, this is a shot of the doctor's office. Police people outside. All right, this is the doctor's office right here. This is where the bandit came through. Also, ladies and gentlemen, I just want to do something really fast. Hold on. I have a photograph. Dr. Clark Joseph, my good friend, today is his birthday. And I am very, very sorry. I didn't put up the picture. I didn't get it in time. I didn't get the photograph in time to put it up and wish him happy birthday, but I'm just doing it now. So Dr. Clark, please forgive me. All right? So I'm sending the picture to you, to the group. So make sure you all put it up now. Dr. Clark Joseph, my good friend. Look, I just sent you all the picture. Ladies and gentlemen, those of you who wish to advertise, you can WhatsApp us on 2944081. This is the numbers to call. Those of you who wish to advertise, you'll see it on the bottom of the screen. And today we just want to say happy birthday to Dr. Joseph Clark. Really super great guy. All right? In fact, the one in front of the picture today, that is Wayne from New York. They came to me. We have been good friends. Today is Dr. Clark's birthday, so we want to, Dr. Joseph's birthday. All right? We want to wish him a happy birthday today. I'm sorry we have to do it so late, Doc, but nevertheless, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're out of time. I must apologize. And first of all, we must apologize. We had some little things, that is not really part of the show, as they say, but we kind of getting it together. I must apologize, because we have new equipment and a lot of things just going on right now, so kind of bear with us. But nevertheless, the show must go on. Ladies and gentlemen, so you get your art on Crime Watcher. Have a wonderful night. Good night.
There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out. There's a jungle out there and the hunt is on. A jungle out there and the hunt is on. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna hunt you down. We're gonna come, we ain't playing, it's the last thing on our minds. For crime, much if you really wanna stop crime. Be safe in your home, be safe in the streets. It's a cold place and I'm really feeling the heat. I never wear gold, cause someone's always peeping by the fence. Still crime, much game.